Okay. Hey, everybody. All right. Jordan here. I am live Friday, February 28th, here in beautiful Asheville, North Carolina. I wanted to get on and just say that I hope everybody's had an amazing week. And I want to get on and talk a little bit about what happened yesterday. I had somebody read the book, the new book. Oh, the new book coming out. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. What am I talking about? What new book? What, is this a new book? Yeah. There's a new book that I'm writing or have written and will be out in April. That is called Spiritual Edge, Exploring the Boundaries and the Evolution of Religion. This is all about religious and spiritual innovation. It pulls from the lectures and talks that I gave when I was leading Integral Church. It pulls from the columns that I wrote for Bishop Shelby Spong's website, Progressing Spirit. It's the keynotes that I gave at conferences and the sermons that I gave at the MLK memorials and the mayoral inaugurations, all of the things that have been in the Google Drive, in the Integral Church folder that were either behind a paywall in the case of the column, or spoken into the air from behind a pulpit or a lectern once and then never heard again. So all of those writings have been collected in this new book, which will be available as a paperback or a hardcover beginning April 13th. That's the date we're aiming at. Now, Amazon's having a little trouble with their proof approver. There's a little glitch on the back end, and hopefully they are able to work that out. But if everything moves forward as planned, yeah, April 13 is the launch date. And I'm very excited for this thing to be out and see the light of day. Not only because it gets into people's hands and people read it and find what they need to in the pages, and but also then I get to move on to the next book, right? Which there's always a next book. There's always one behind this one that's waving and screaming, shouting at me and saying, "Hey, work on me next, work on me next." So there is a new book after this. So I had been doing a lot of beta reader, giving the book to people ahead of time, having people read it. That one of the things that happened was that Mike Morell, my friend Mike, who is a friend of mine who also lives here in Asheville, and has also done a lot of work in interspiritual circles. One of the things that he did after he read it was he wrote the foreword. So the book includes a foreword from Mike, and I'm excited for people to read that. And hopefully I can convince him to come to the launch party on April 13th at Firestorm and actually read that, because I may be reading sections of the book, and it'd be great to hear him read that as well. So yeah, in addition to all of the stuff that's in the book and all the people who have read it, one of the things that I got asked by one of the people who read it in advance was, why? What's the point of releasing it now? What is your purpose or your intention in releasing it now? And more pointedly, does releasing this book mean that you are relaunching or restarting the Integral Church circles or the Integral Church community? The answer to that is no, I am not. I am not starting the Integral Church circles again. I am not going to be planting Integral Church Asheville anytime soon. That I am still on a sabbatical from that kind of leadership, and don't expect that anytime soon from me. However, not only are we releasing these talks and these lectures and all of the discussions that we had at Integral Church, we're also releasing a bunch of the supplemental material. And I'm going to show you guys a couple of things that we're doing. one, as part of the release, there'll also be a Spiritual Edge workbook that will be released. So this will be available for everybody at the launch party in person in Asheville, but also it'll be available. It's available now for download. If you want to click on the link in the description and go to download the workbook, it's available now. It's all of the writing prompts and journaling exercises and visioning exercises and gratitude practices. Everything that's in the book has been pulled out and collected into this workbook. So you can see, you can download it as an 8.5 by 11 and print it off and staple it yourself. Or you can come to the launch party and get a really cool 5.5 by 8.5 printed version in your hand. Oh, and it's got the 3-column prayer exercise, which is great. When I was doing the prayer workshops at Meta, the 3-column prayer was always a really fun one to do. So it's got all of those exercises in the workbook. And after the book is released, we will find a way for you guys to get your hands on, continue to get your hands on the workbook. Now, this won't be fulfilled when you buy it on Amazon, but we'll set up a link on the website where you can continue to get it. Which brings me to the other supplement. And hello to whoever's watching. I am live right now, and I am streaming on LinkedIn and Facebook and YouTube. So if you are watching, and one of you are, please leave me a comment. I can see comments. I'd love to respond and say hello. Please tell me if you're watching and where in the world you are and how you're doing. The other thing that we're releasing as part of the, kind of the as far as the Integral Church materials go, is this supplement called The Fundamentals of Integral Spirituality. This is something that I'm excited for people to get their hands on. Now, of course, I didn't write what's in this, but you can see it's writings from Sri Aurobindo and Hildegard of Bingen and Jean Gebser and Thomas Merton and Alan Watts and Rudolf Steiner and Pierre Teilhard de Chardin and all of the kind of philosophical forerunners of integral spirituality. So all of the little excerpts that we would read and discuss as part of our Integral Church circles. Hildegard's section is actually set up so that you can have a facilitator and readers actually read it out loud. Let's see, what else? Yeah. Deschardins, which has readings from Phenomenon of Man, Appearance of Man, Future of Man. There's all kinds of amazing excerpts and nuggets. And of course, Jean Gebser, and the centerfold is from Gebser, which is what is integral spirituality, right? Let's read that. What is integral spirituality? It's where haste is replaced by silence and the capacity for silence. Goal-oriented, purposive thought is replaced by unintentionalness. The pursuit of power is replaced by the genuine capacity for love. Quantitative, idle motion is replaced by the qualitative, spiritual process. Manipulation is replaced by the patient acceptance of the providential powers. Mechanistic classification and organization is replaced by the being in order. Prejudice is replaced by the renunciation of value judgments. That is to say, the emotional short circuit is replaced by unsentimental tolerance. Action is replaced by poise. The divided human being is replaced by the whole human being. The emptiness of the limited world is replaced by the open expanse of the open world. That's a section from Decline and Participation by Jean Gebser. And it's just one of the sections in here. in a book that we are, and the Thomas Merton section is really cool too. And Alan Watts, there's a lot of really good stuff. And Ken Wilber, there's a lot of really good stuff in here. Raymond Panikar's Sermon on the Mount of Interreligious Dialogue is included in here. Readings from William Irwin Thompson. There's lots of really good stuff in the fundamentals of integral spirituality. So I encourage you to, if you're local or in the area, please come to Firestorm Books on Sunday, April 13th for the release party and get your hands on a copy. And if you're not in the area, just reach out to me, email me, or direct message me, however you direct message me. If you have my number, text me and let me know that you want a copy of this thing. And once the book is out, we'll be doing some kind of online fulfillment. Again, some kind of Shopify page where you can get all these things. These zines. I've got multiple zines that'll be available that we've printed over the years that are actually sections of the book. Some of the books and some of the sections, chapters in Spiritual Edge, were originally printed as zines. Little folded pamphlets or brochures that we would hand out at circles or distribute at festivals and events. Yes, we were that churchy group putting flyers, pamphlets in your hand and convincing you to come to our witchy outdoor circles. Anyway, if you're interested in any of that stuff, let me know. I can't wait for you guys to read this book and revisit all of the amazing things that we talked about when we were leading Integral Church circles. So the answer to the question, am I restarting Integral Church? The answer is no. But I am opening up the Google Drive and releasing not only Spiritual Edge as a companion to the book Integral Church, which is the cookbook, the recipe book on how to do the circles that we did. Now Spiritual Edge is published. I'm just going to throw that up again. Boom. Now Spiritual Edge will be published on April 13th. And that is all of the discussions and the topics that we took up as a community. And you'll also have the readings and the inspiration, the backs, the shoulders on which we stood as far as the fundamentals of our spiritual approach. All of that will then be in everyone's hands, and you guys can do what you want with it. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Okay. So if you want any of this stuff, reach out. I've got it available, and hope to see you in person on Sunday, April 13th at Firestorm for the party, where we'll be reading from the book, and I'll be selling the book, and I might even have I'll have all my other books there too. Like if you wanted any of the illustrious titles, meeting facilitation and visionary leadership, we'll have those there as well. Might even have some musical recordings. I've got the old CDs of the Joran Slane material, and I've got vinyl pressing, a boutique small batch vinyl pressing of the second Auditorium album. I might even have those with me as well. So hope to see you there in Asheville on Sunday, April 13th. And please stay tuned for more announcements as they come. Thanks for listening. Leave me a comment. Tell me that you saw it. And tell me where in the world you are. And tell me how you've been. Reach out. If you have my number, give me a text. I'd love to hear from you. All right. Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching.